Do you think men's mental health is really cared about?
No. Reason why? Because I feel like the expectation that society puts on you as a man is that you just have to keep going. You have to provide. You have to find a way. Depression is not real to you. Anxiety can't be real. Deal with your stress. That's what society pushes out, and they have these odd mental health days and but I don't think enough is being done for men to really understand what's really going on in your head. I'll give you like a prime example, right now I'm looking at getting therapy. The reason being is because I've realized all the tools that I had to cope with stress and X, Y, and Z and to time manage and all these kind of things, I've run out of tools.
Okay.
So I understand that there needs to be probably a professional who can give me the right tools, because I probably ain't been using the tools. For example, what I told you about earlier in terms of like staying up for those 3 hours. There's got to be a better way to do that. But I just don't know that. So I need the tools. Cool. I recognize I need the tools. I recognize therapy is probably the best way or place for me to be to get these tools. However, that's not like, it's not a mindset I just came to when I turned 18. I'm 30 now. There's going to be a load of things that I would have gone through that realistically I could have saw someone about or had a conversation, or rather than dealing with that stress, I could have spoke to someone about it. So I feel like not a lot of men are really thinking, because of how society views men, my whole point is, not a lot of men are thinking I need to go see someone and get the right tools to do what I need to do. Because you just like, I just need to keep going. That was my mentality. I just need to keep going. If something happens to my family, whose fault is it going to be? It's going to be mine. My wife could lose her job tomorrow. That's on me now. Society would say you need to find a way to provide. They say, oh yeah, your wife needs to work, but you need to find a way to, while you're in this moment, you need to find a way to get this popping and get this done. So I don't feel there's a proper care for men's mental health. I think there's been moments where it looks like there has been. I think there's specific people who are actually trying to drive this conversation about men's mental health, especially within the black community, because I feel like in other communities, it's not so widely discouraged. In the black community, I feel like more people are getting therapy at our age. But I honestly believe that there's a lot more people above us. That need to get therapy.
I think the generation above us are, I won't say last, but a lot of them are.
But they
in regards to like getting therapy and things like that.
And how therapy's been kind of dished up to us or shown to us is like, oh, you only do that if you're mentally unstable. For a very long time, it was, if you're crazy, you need therapy. But realistically, it's like, no, I need better ways to cope.
I don't actually think therapy has been marketed correctly. Because like,
how do you market therapy?
The benefits.
Bar word of mouth. How do you market it?
Nah, not market going. Market
what it is.
What it can do. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if someone when Apple market this laptop, they're letting you know, it can do this, it can. You see, if you get this, they'll make you feel like you'll start being a better musician because you got this laptop. You'll start being able to edit videos better because you got this laptop.
Filmmaker.
Yeah. But like, I don't need the skill. I just need the laptop. Do you get what I'm saying? Therapy needs to be marketed like, so man can come out brand new. Man can come out 32.0. It needs to be marketed like some kind of transformation thing. Rather than, because it's even though everyone knows about therapy, it's very back alley, it's very looked down upon, it's very, I don't need therapy.
But you know what it is? It's like with anything that you start. So it's not similar to Apple marketing a new laptop. It's similar to you starting this podcast. You could do 5-6 episodes of this podcast and say, you know what, don't do it no more. Therapy is that. Therapy is, we can market it and say, yo, you come out and you come out changed and amazing and da. But the T's and C's of that, terms and conditions are, it might get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, facts.
When I spoke to the therapist that I was speaking to the other day, one of the things that she was saying to me is what people don't, she goes around session 4 or 5, what tends to happen is you're going to hit a low where you're going to feel much worse than when you came to me. She's like, it just happens to people naturally. It just happens. People hit around session 4 or 5, people feel a little bit worse because you're having to unpack and open and da. So she says, I'm just letting you know that now. So when you hit that stage, just know that if we're unpacking something to move to continue to then go high.
Yeah.
And and I thought to myself, like, that means that people will get to session 4 or 5 and say, why do I need this?
Yeah, it's not helping me get no better.
I feel worse.
But this is what I'm saying. Even now me, I'm going to assume if you go therapy and you're digging up traumas, it's going to get worse before it gets better. I'm going to assume that. Some people won't assume that.
No, it's not about the assume. It's about, do I want it to get worse before it gets... If I can't... It's like this. If I can't see... As I said, it's like the podcast. It's like me doing conversation with him.
I think it's half that though.
What do you mean?
I think it's half, do I want it to get worse? And it's half not knowing that it's going to. So
no,
it's
I'm sorry. I'm saying some people will see it get worse and be like, I don't see this getting better. And then on top of that, some people be like, why am I opening up to someone I don't know? Why am I paying to open up to someone I don't know?
Yeah. See, now that part,
because you got to find the right one as well. That's the other thing. I feel
like these things can get tackled. So it's like you've just said, boom, the therapist said it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
Now, let's say you do therapy now and you do it and it gets worse, but it gets better. You're now a...
advocate for therapy.
Yes. So you can be a testimonial now. You're now the word that I'm looking for.
Advocate, bro. Advertising.
That's not the word, but we'll go with that.
Okay.
Advocate.
Yeah.
So now when you speak to me and you say, yo, this is what happens.
Like a referral type thing.
Cool. But I now know when I start feeling low around number 4.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, all right, cool. It's going to get better because I've been told it's going to get better.
But you have to want to do therapy though.
Yeah. But I think man don't believe in the end result. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like...
It's with anything. This is what I'm trying to say. It's with anything.
Until it's shown. You see how everyone's trying to be an influencer now?
Yeah, everyone's...
It's because they've seen bare end results.
Yeah.
So now it's like, all right, I'm seeing left, right and centre that Tom, Dick and Harry, Tyrone, black man, white gal, like everybody...
is getting influencer bags.
Is getting it. So now, because I've seen the end goal, I'm going to keep doing this. And you have people out here posting shit content for years... because they've seen the end goal. So I must reach there. I'm better than that chick. I'm better than that geezer. I must reach there. This podcast is better than some podcast.
Yeah.
I must reach there.
Yeah.
There's not enough examples of I've reached there. And if there are, they're on there. You have to search to find it. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas if you go on Instagram, you see.
But it's the sorry to cut you. It's the process. This is why it is with anything. It's the process. It's not the Apple MacBook telling you what we do, because that's the end result. This is the end result of us working in the lab. What Apple should show you is how many laptops we actually had to throw away because it overheated, or because this happened, or because this, or we put in this plug and this plug didn't work, or we took out this wire, or we took out this hard drive don't work with this, so we had to upgrade it to the M2 Pro. And do you get what I'm saying?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
It's the process. It's not the laptop. It's not what the laptop does.
If they know what the process is gonna do, there's more chance they'll take it. Like if they think I'm gonna start therapy today and I'm gonna do 10 sessions of therapy and it's gonna get better and better and better and better each week, but then they go and it's getting a bit worse, and week 4 it's like, yo, I feel shitter than I did to begin with.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna stop because in your head it's not working.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know it was gonna get worse before it got better.
It's not about knowing, it's about feeling.
I think it's about knowing, because if you know this is how it's meant to go, you'll stick with it. You're more likely to stick with it when it gets worse.
No, I agree with you, more likely to, but I think it's about feeling. Because if I'm feeling this amount of money going out my bank account every week to pay for this therapist, if I'm feeling worse and then I'm losing money and feeling worse, why would I continue to do it? If I don't see that there's going to be some end results or end benefits in it. And even if I see the end results and benefits, that might be for them. That might have just worked for my man.
But that's what
there's no guarantee it's going to work for me.
There's no guarantee. But the more examples you see, is the more likely you're going to believe it will work for you.
And that's another thing. You don't, especially in the black community, how many examples are you seeing of people who go into therapy?
No, I agree. But this is what I'm saying. It needs to be more.
So how can you advertise if there's not more examples?
But there is more. Oh, no. Cool. Black people ain't out here trying to go therapy left, right and centre. But a lot of black people go therapy.
Nah, he.
And if more of the black people that went therapy spoke about going therapy, and especially if it got better for them as well, that would be useful. But it's a thing where the people who are going ain't talking about it. And a lot of people are going, you know.
I don't think it's so much they're not talking about it. I think it's also a case of you can talk about it till you're blue in the face. But again, like, if you don't want to change, if you don't want to do anything different, and you're just going to cope.
See, I feel like some people want to change, they just don't know how. I feel like some people want to get better. Like, there's people in my life that I feel like in certain aspects of their life, they want to get better and they want to do better. But it's just not clear how. And they may try what they think may work. Yeah. And then it doesn't. But there's no, even though sometimes there's a blueprint, but there's not necessarily a blueprint, where if you was given a rough blueprint, you may be more likely to believe you can touch that.